that episode of Friends, the cheesecake, dropped on the floor? We've all been there craving a taste of something delicious. Today, we're making our own Central Perk-inspired New York cheesecake. It's creamy, dreamy, and no one has to drop it. This recipe is super fun, just like hanging with the gang in Central Perk. Easy to follow, even if you're a beginner baker. Get ready for a delicious trip down memory lane. So grab your ingredients, put on your favorite Friends episode, and let's get baking. Before we start, let's channel our inner Monica and get organized. Here's what you'll need. For the crust, 1.5 cups graham cracker crumbs, about 12 full sheets, 5 tablespoons unsalted butter, melted, a 1/4 cup granulated sugar, and a pinch of salt. For the filling, 3 8-ounce packages, cream cheese, softened to room temperature, 1 3/4 cups granulated sugar, a 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons pure vanilla extract, 4 large eggs, and 1/2 cup of sour cream. See? Simple ingredients for a legendary dessert. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. This step is crucial to ensure that our crust bakes evenly and gets that perfect golden brown color. Now, let's make that crust. Crush those graham crackers until they are fine crumbs. You can use a food processor for a quick and easy method, or put them in a zip-top bag and crush them with a rolling pin for a more hands-on approach. Just don't yell "my sandwich," like Ross from Friends. Cooking should be fun and stress-free. Combine the graham cracker crumbs, melted butter, sugar, and a pinch of salt in a bowl. The butter helps bind everything together while the sugar adds a touch of sweetness. Mix it all up until it resembles wet sand. This texture is key for a sturdy crust that won't fall apart. Press the mixture firmly into the bottom of a 9-inch springform pan. Make sure to press it evenly to avoid any thin spots. Make sure it's nice and even, just like Chandler's sarcasm. Bake for 10 minutes to set the crust. This will give us a nice crispy crust that will hold up well under the filling. Now, while the crust cools on a wire rack, let's move on to the star of the show, the filling. This is where the magic happens. Section 4, the filling smooth as Chandler's pickup lines. Just like Chandler's best one-liners, we want this filling to be unforgettable. Remember guys, the key to a smooth cheesecake is room temperature cream cheese. This ensures that everything blends together seamlessly. No lumps, just like how Ross wants his sandwiches. Take your time to mix it well. In a large bowl, beat the softened cream cheese and sugar together until light and fluffy. This step is crucial for that perfect texture. Use an electric mixer for best results. No arm workouts like Ross and Chandler at the gym. Trust me, your arms will thank you. Gradually add the flour and vanilla extract, mixing until just combined. The vanilla adds that extra hint of flavor. Beat in the eggs one at a time, scraping down the sides of the bowl as needed. Don't overmix. Overmixing can lead to cracks in your cheesecake. We don't want a tough cheesecake. A gentle touch is all it needs. Gently stir in the sour cream. This adds a tangy richness to the filling. Remember, we're going for smooth and creamy, just like Phoebe's smelly cat songs. Well, maybe not that smooth, but you get the idea. Now we're ready to assemble this masterpiece. Get ready to impress your friends with this delightful dessert. Section 5, baking and chilling. Could this be any harder? Well, let's find out together. Don't worry, this part is easy peasy. Just follow along and you'll see. Pour the cheesecake filling over the cooled crust. Spread it evenly, making sure it reaches all the edges. Here's a trick. Place the springform pan inside a larger roasting pan. Fill the roasting pan with hot water until it reaches halfway up the sides of the springform pan. This step is crucial for a smooth and crack-free cheesecake. This creates a water bath that helps the cheesecake bake evenly and prevents cracks. The steam from the water bath keeps the cheesecake moist and ensures a perfect texture. Bake for 55 to 70 minutes, or until the cheesecake is just set around the edges and the center is slightly jiggly. Keep an eye on it, as oven temperatures can vary. We want it to be a little wobbly, like Ross and Rachel's relationship status. A slight jiggle means it's perfectly baked. Turn off the oven and let the cheesecake cool in the water bath for an hour. This gradual cooling process is key to preventing cracks. This allows it to cool slowly and prevents cracking. The slow cooling helps the cheesecake set properly without any sudden temperature changes. After an hour, remove the cheesecake from the water bath and let it cool completely on a wire rack. This step ensures that the cheesecake cools evenly. Once cooled, cover and refrigerate for at least 6 hours, or preferably overnight. This chilling time allows the flavors to meld and the texture to firm up. Patience, my friend, patience. Good things come to those who wait. The longer you wait, the better the cheesecake will taste. See? I told you it wasn't that hard. With a little patience and care, you've made a beautiful cheesecake. Now comes the best part. Get ready to enjoy your delicious creation. Section 6, the one where we devour the cheesecake. After all that waiting, it's finally time to indulge. Carefully remove the sides of the springform pan. Slice that beautiful cheesecake into wedges and serve. You can even top it with some fresh berries or whipped cream if you're feeling fancy. There you have it, a delicious and nostalgic Central Perk-inspired New York cheesecake. It's the perfect dessert to enjoy while reminiscing about your favorite friends' moments. So grab a fork, grab a friend, and remember what Chandler said, "I'm not great at advice. Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment? Or better yet, a slice of this amazing cheesecake?"